Tell me what you like, put you on a flight. I got Sprite, purple.
Yo, what is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. If you can't already tell by today, we're going to be going over some tips to help you guys get better at Siege. So let's go ahead and get into it. Coming in at one of our first tips is going to be surrounding yourself with others and to not play with people who are just, jerks. You want to surround yourself with people who have similar, if not the same goals as you, whether that's just getting better at the game and trying to work better as a squad and team communication, or whether it's just improving together to get into higher ranks to help push each other into those higher ranks, whether that be silver, gold, plat, bronze, all that fun jazz. Now, you don't want to be with people, especially within my experience, you don't want to be with people who are going to criticize you for making a mistake. And when I mean criticize, I don't mean like helping you out and just telling you that you did something wrong but giving you a solution. I mean criticize as in they tell you that you did something wrong, or they completely blame the loss of the game on you. They're not actually telling you what you could have done better. They're not actually saying, like it was a nice try, or, we'll just move on. They're actually legitimately criticizing you for their loss. Those are the type of people who are focused on themselves, and those are the type of people who will immediately leave or quit playing the game after one loss. You don't want to be hanging out with those people. In my experience, it just puts you in a bad mood, and it makes you, in some cases, it makes you feel bad about yourself. I know that there was times where I know I could have won the round, or we could have easily won the game, and I did something wrong and it was my fault, and it was repeatedly put pressure on me because for the rest of the game or after that, everyone completely blamed me. So you want to be surrounding yourself with others who are going to actually care about not just like getting better, but like playing as a team and being team players. Coming in at our second tip, it's going to be surrounding yourself with people who are better and are just basically better than you. When I mean better, I don't mean if you're a silver, play with diamonds. What I'm talking about is, let's say you're silver 3. Well, you could start playing with silver 1 players, or if you're lucky enough, gold 3 player. This way you're playing with people who are better than you, and the reasoning behind this is you can actually learn from them. You can see what they do that puts them in that rank above you, and you can try to figure out, you don't necessarily have to completely copy them, but you can see how you can implement that into your game or play style, whether that be like learning lanes or learning a whole new angle you never seen before. It's kind of nice to play with those types of people because you're learning from them, and they're basically teaching you stuff, and half the time they don't even know it, whether that be angles or the way that they move around the map. It's within the different roles, whether you're roaming, you're like on attacking, or just in general support. So you basically just want to find people who are a little bit better than you, so that way you have something to learn off of. And you don't want to be surrounding with it's okay to play with people who are in lower ranks than you, as long as you guys have the same goals and similar goals, and you both are good as a team, then it's like more than fine. But if you're playing with people, like if you're in gold, or you're playing with people in like really low silver, or you're playing with somehow, I don't know, but bronze players, then you're not going to be getting anything out of that. You're basically helping them in that situation. There's nothing that they're going to end up teaching you. It's very rare that instances like that are going to come up. So it's a little better to find people who are the same, but if not, hopefully a little bit better than you are. That way you can learn something, because you don't want to be the person who's just sitting there helping other people improve when you're the one who also needs to improve in other situations. Now, coming with the next tip is knowing yourself. What I mean by this is knowing how you play, knowing what your strengths and weaknesses are. Going deeper into that, you don't want to be afraid to ask for help. It's okay to ask for help. If there's a call out that you don't know that they're calling out, ask them what that call out is, and they'll probably be more than happy to tell you, especially because if it comes to a game-winning situation and it's 4-4 and it's the last round, you're going to want to know that call out, because that call out's probably going to be continually used within that squad. So don't be afraid to ask for help when it comes to certain situations, and in general, just know what your strengths are and keep those your strengths, but also learn what your weaknesses are and figure out a way to turn those into your strengths and improve upon them. Now, coming in with our second to last tip here is watching other streamers who care. I was going to say pros for this one, but then I realized that when it comes to ranking up in here, ranked is a whole weird and different algorithm that some pro players usually are just playing to just like stream to kind of just because they need to, or they want to, but some probably won't care, considering the fact that it's ranked. It's not pro league where everything's actually different and probably more organized. So if anything, I would watch streamers who care, that are because they do this for content creation, and you can kind of learn off what they do. Some good streamers I can shout out real quick are Braxton and for sure A21Mayo. Both play and care about the game, and both also like to have fun too, so at the same time, excuse me. But I think those two, they kind of really show, especially A21Mayo. He's really all about like the tips and tricks, so it really is kind of good to learn from him. And then as far as Braxton goes, if you know about his YouTube channel, it's tips and tricks, but it's also like him and like his just gunning down people, so you can watch him for the way that he plays and when he decides to be aggressive and passive. Coming in at our last tip for today's video is finding ways to keep moving to help not only just like throw off your enemies, but to have better reaction time. I mean, if you think about it, let's say you're holding a small and tight angle that requires immediate reaction time, and you've been holding it for like 30 seconds, and then boom, someone passes by, you try to shoot them at least, and you miss because you were just sitting there the whole time and they instantly flick onto you and yada yada. What you want to do, now I'm not saying you can't hold angles or you can't sit still. What I'm saying though is like generally, usually it's pretty good within the beginning of a round to just kind of move around a little bit and kind of feel like loosen up in a way. Especially like when you're roaming, it's kind of nice to not just stay and hold one position, but to kind of move around. Like you can stay within the same area, but if you move locations inside that area in different spots and play at different angles and all that, it can really throw the enemy off and kind of confuse them. And it'll also help you prepare to have better reaction time because you're in the moment of being moved. Like your movements are now fluid, so now your aim can stay fluid, and so can your reaction time when that time comes. Whereas if you hold an angle for if you hold an angle for too long, or you stand in one spot for too long, especially as a roamer, you can instantly get wide swung and not even realize what happened. But anyways, guys, that's all the tips for today, and I hope you guys learned something. If there's other things that you guys want me to go over, I'll be more than happy to. I just want to let you guys know I'm fairly kind of new to this like whole tip thing, but I've been wanting to do it for quite a long time. I would be nice to hopefully in the future do some VOD reviews, but the sad thing is I'm a gold, so it's not like I can do people who are in silver and gold because I'm basically within those ranks. But if there's anything I can help you guys out with, definitely let me know down below. And if you guys are new and you are interested in the content that I'm bringing out, feel free to hit that subscribe button. I mean, obviously it's free and you can always unsubscribe whenever you want to, but you don't have to do that. I know obviously all of us probably watch people and aren't subscribed to them, and I totally get it. But definitely, if you guys did enjoy, be sure to let me know, and if there's anything you guys want me to work on, that'd be great. One last thing I want to say before I go is that I stream on Twitch at ChumiR6 as much as I can when I can. On my Instagram, I'll let you guys, I always post if I'm going live or not. And yeah, I just wanted to clear that up in case anyone wanted to feel free to check that out. And I hope you guys have a good day, and hope again that you learned something. But anyways, guys, thank you for watching, and peace.